Hi, and welcome to the very first ever live show from Podcast from the Pit. I'm Casey,
And I'm Matt.
and today we will discuss letters from Santa or letters to Santa. Most of the premise is uh, you can go in a lot of different directions with it. I went in the direction of stuff I wanted as a kid and one item I wasn't so young but still wanted it and still do not have. So there will be no Joes on my list because I pretty much got everything I want except for some random Night Force that I will pick up eventually. But we'll get to the list in a little bit. First, we have to find Santa.
Yes, we do.
Hello, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. Hello, Casey. Hello, Matt.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having
Anything
me.
Joes? Hello, Ronnie Trickshot. How are you today?
I know somebody that's on the nice list in the chats. Ronnie Trickshot and Anything Joe's and the podcast from the pit guy.
Yeah, he's all right. Well, honestly, I'm glad you're both here. I was a little worried. Yeah, Santa does sound like hillbilly.
Yeah, it's nice things worked out.
Hey, hillbilly sounds like Santa.
There you go. Santa came first, right?
Yes, long time ago. Sprinkles, calm down. Sprinkles, the elf, is running rampant here.
2:30 a.m.
Whew. I know somebody's getting an extra item in their stocking for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for staying up with us. We love the support. And we hope we entertain you. Yeah, definitely. I know. I tried to stay up for a live stream last night. And it started at 9:30, and I fell asleep about 9:20.
Up here at the pole, we've been running nonstop. So,
do you have everything ready to go for all the good kids?
Yes, and there's a truckload of genuine West Virginia coal heading to certain people's houses.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Well, do we want to start with some of the lists people sent in, or?
Yeah, we can, and we have a very special one. Somebody sent me an audio list, and I will play that for you now.
Should we make Santa big, Matt?
Yeah,
Santa's already big.
I'm not sure. Can you do it, or I'm not sure I know how to do it yet. There we go.
Oh, Santa's a little bit too large there. So here is a person by the name of Steve from G.I. Joeberg's Christmas list.
Hello, fellas from Podcast from the Pit. This is Steve from G.I. Joeberg. The question is, if I was 8 again, what would I ask Santa for? I'm going to answer this in a slightly different way because I can remember what I was asking Santa for when I was 8 years old, and it was the Cobra Bug. What an incredible vehicle, and I very fortunately received it on that fateful day, however many years ago. It was an amazing Christmas, and it gave rise to the most amazing summer season because I am in the Southern Hemisphere, so Christmas time is always summertime. My family and I went up the coast for our vacation, and I took that bug with me everywhere I went. Beach days, picnicking out in forests. It just was an all-purpose vehicle, and I got so much fun out of it. It's an amazing vehicle on its own, but you take it under the waves, it takes on some new life, man. And that was always my happy place. So yeah, that is a very, very happy memory of an 8-year-old Steve from back in the day. All of the best for the festive season, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and may 2024 bring you everything you could possibly imagine. Go Joe.
That was awesome. That was so nice of him.
This is Steve from
These newfangled black boxes.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. I got a bug. Unfortunately, I didn't have it as a child, so I've not had to take it to the beach or anything. Does sound like fun, though.
I remember bringing that to Steve, and that was so fun. I love going to Australia, but everything there is trying to kill you. Okay, so I have several letters here. The little ones have written in. And you all have anything before I get started on this?
I mean, I have my list of 3 items. Would you like to hear that
Go
one?
for it. Yeah.
And by the way, anybody, a couple guys that are in the chat, if you could think of anything you would have asked for Santa, go ahead and just put that on in there. We'd love to see it. Okay, my 3 items. 1 would have been the Fortress of Fangs, which was the play set for Dungeons and Dragons toys from like '83. I never had it. I had a few of the figures, but I've always loved fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, me and Matt played Dungeons and Dragons together for years. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I would like to have that now. If I could find it for a good price, I would buy it.
That would be cool to have. I'll
Yes.
see if I have any in storage.
My second item would have been the Snake Mountain from when I was a kid. I never had it. Looks cool. The new one looks great, but at the time I couldn't spend the money for that. I did have Grayskull as a child, and I do have the new one. So who knows? Maybe eventually I'll get the new Snake Mountain, kind of even it out. But that one would have been cool. And last, and I was probably a little too old to be asking for this stuff at the time, because back then, you had to collecting toys was kind of, I don't know, I was embarrassed, but a lot of people would be. The Star Trek Next Generation Bridge playset from like 93, 94. I had almost every figure carded. I had all the ships, and I never had that. But I lost all that stuff in a house flood, and so that's why I'm starting to rebuild my collection with loose $5 figures. But that would be my list. Not very G.I. Joe, I know. But like I said, I've got most of Joe stuff I want until they start coming out with these new O-rings and, random classifieds that I'll be getting.
Young Matthew, how about yourself?
I think if I was to go back to when I was a kid, it was a little harder for me because most of the time I had to share a bedroom with my younger brother. So like big play sets wouldn't have been an option. So I guess of course the one most people usually go after would be the flag. That would have been nice. Of course, it would have been on the high side. It would have been hard for my family growing up to been able to get it. Beyond that, I don't know. I was fortunate enough that most of the stuff that I was able to get, of course, I had to share it with the other grandkids, but my mom's parents were able to get us most of the stuff we usually wanted. So I think that's probably just the main thing on my list. Now, if it was today, it'd be a different list.
Oh, yes, I understand. So I want to start out with the first one, and it's a 2-pager, believe it or not. So when I grew up in a small town in Kansas, my graduation class was only 30 kids. So during the month of December, from kindergarten to 6th grade, the school would have us write letters to Santa. The school would then take those letters to our small town bulletin, and they would publish all the letters so we could read everyone's. So my letter to Santa in 1985 was, I was in the 6th grade, went something like this. Dear Santa, hope all is well, and I hope the reindeer are doing well. What I would like for Christmas this year is USS flag. Knowing that it's really big, I understand if you're not able to deliver it, but I'd also wish for the killer whale, Cobra hydrofoil, or even the G.I. Joe tactical battle platform. Even the whale was lost on last year's list. I know it's still available. I'd also like a new Nerf football and some new Legos as well. Safe travels and Merry Christmas. I wish for world peace and hope you can spread cheer around the world. So that Christmas morning, I don't get any of those, but I did get all the dreadnoughts. Sorry. So that Christmas morning, I didn't get any of those, but I did get all the 3 dreadnoughts: the Crimson Twins, the Cobra Ferret, and Flight Pod. Gentlemen of the podcast, thanks for reaching out, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Joe Hunter 73 West.
Nice. Yes. Merry Christmas, Joe Hunter.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
That was an awesome letter.
It was,
And
yes.
Anytime I see world peace, it makes me smile.
See,
Second,
that was a thoughtful letter. I was
Yes,
just like,
yes.
hey, I want this stuff. So
Yeah.
my priorities are not there,
I know who's not getting Olympic gold for Christmas.
right?
Dear Santa, I'm so excited about Christmas this year. I've been a good boy, you know. All I'm asking for is some G.I. Joes. I would love to have the new jet called the Sky Striker and the new helicopter called the Dragonfly. If I could get those, it would be the bestest Christmas ever. And my brother has been good too. He would love some G.I. Joes. Thank you, Santa, and I can't wait for Christmas morning. Sincerely, James. Still a big kid. At Still a Big Kid on Instagram.
Yeah, I follow him. That's awesome.
Yes. He is a really outstanding member of the community.
Yes.
Oh boy. Dear Santa Joe. I like that name. Code name Santa. Real name Kringle Chris. I would like the USS flag. It is very cool, and I want it. I haven't damaged any Joes this year, and I want an aircraft carrier too. I even changed my favorite character to Falcon and not Duke. This kid is my spirit animal.
Hillbilly hates Duke.
I really also want some Cobra Rattlers because they look cool. Oh, and that Santa Claus guy, wait a minute, lives in a labor camp, so he's a commie. Yo, Joe, Nathan, Eric's favorite nephew. First off, I'm not a commie. Have you ever stopped to think it could be a prison camp? My brother Krampus could be bringing free labor. I know somebody might be getting Olympic coal in their packages. Nathan. So, what do y'all think so far?
I like them.
Yes.
So far,
I like
so good. Very good
yeah.
letters.
I love seeing the different directions people take. You know what I mean? All good.
This young Nathan is going to get a stern talking to about a commie. Dear Santa, Please bring me a ninja outfit to wear for ninja training and going on ninja missions to stop bad guys from doing bad things to good people. Because I will be a good ninja. I sure hope I sure have been extra nice this year. So please, please, please include a ninja sword too. I'll be very careful with it and not break mom's things playing with it in the house. Sincerely, Shane at Fossil RU. Mr. Shane, see what I can do. And yes, Ronnie Trickshot, the elves are going to be master shipbuilders. Ooh. Here's a good one. So if I was 8 or 9 years old again, it would be 1985 or 1986. So no one I know now. So no one would I know now. This would be my list of Santa. Number 1, Cobra Moray Hydrofoil with lamprey. Number 2, All Striker with crankcase. Number 3, Bridge Layer with toll booth. Number 4, Stinkor and Mossman 2-pack. That is just smelly. And number 5, Jetfire. I can't wait to hear everyone else's lists. Merry Christmas to all, Bouncy Bingle. Well, Bouncy, that is a great list.
Terrific list, yes.
Definitely a strong start for sure.
Yes. That's a guy that knows what he wants. I like that.
Well, I think Ronnie called it. There are going to be some good shipbuilders.
Yes.
Won't be just making flags.
Yeah. Mine would be the same as when I was 8. This is short and sweet. Dear Santa, 1 USS flag, please. Thanks, Nikki. Foot 1212.
Nice. Yeah, we got to have foot.
Sprinkles, get the ships built.
We need to have Foot back on sometime. He was fun.
Yes. I missed that episode.
Eric was here for it.
Oh, okay. This one is from Bill Curtis. My note, if I was 8 and G.I. Joe was released then, it wasn't released until I was 10.
Me too.
Dear Santa, for Christmas, I would like Tripwire, a Cobra Trooper, or a lot of them, and Cobra Commander. I would also like a few other Joes, but please surprise me.
You know, I like that. 8 years old and already wanting a troop build. I support it.
Yes.
No matter what I collect, I troop build. It's ridiculous.
And he sent two extra letters. Katrina, his daughter. Girl G.I. Joe's, G.I. Joe's Jeep, G.I. Joe paints, acrylic paints to customize her Joes.
Nice.
And Garfield books.
Those were good.
Yes. Then his son, Kelvin. North Pole, Dear Santa. Vehicles, G.I. Joe Jeep, Hasbro G.I. Joe motorcycle, action figures, and Roadblock.
Right to the point. I like that.
Yes.
That's how guys do it. We're just right to the point.
Yes.
She was more
see what I
thoughtful.
can do. And this one, I have to say, first off, I'm not a miracle worker. Dear Santa, I want my hair back. Not a hairy back. Hair on my head and some Joes. Oh, and please eat the cookies. I'm watching my calories, Santa. List incoming. 1, G.I. Joe Will. 2, G.I. Joe Classified Tunnel Rat. 3, G.I. Joe Classified Lowlight. 4, G.I. Joe Classified Torpedo. 5, G.I. Joe Classified Water Barbecue. 6, G.I. Joe Real American Hero Battle Armor Cobra Commander.
Okay,
7,
yeah.
G.I. Joe Real American Hero Hawk version 1. 8, G.I. Joe Real American Hero Roadblock version 1. 9, G.I. Joe Real American Hero Dragonfly. 10, Tiger Force figures. And a bag of chocolate cream drops. 73 Lair Bear.
Nice.
I can't guarantee nothing on the hair, buddy. We all want hair.
Oh, I know I do. Matt ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I almost cut all mine off.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting cold.
If you have hair, you get cold.
Yes. Dear Santa, my name is Wyatt.
I can't help genetics.
Dear Santa, my name is Wyatt. I am 8 years old. I hope that you and Mrs. Claus and all the reindeer are well, especially Rudolph, as he leads your sleigh. I bet that you're very busy getting ready for Christmas. That we are, Wyatt. I'm so excited about it. I hope that you are too. My favorite thing about it is decorating the tree and watching Christmas movies like The Elf and The Grinch. One thing I want this year is a Star Wars Galactic Heroes Obi-Wan Kenobi and Dirge 2-pack. Another thing I want is a Snake Eyes versus Storm Shadow comic pack. Wishing you the best, Santa. Don't let Mrs. Claus catch you singing Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Ha ha ha. Until next year, Copper State Bricks. You're right. There's no pre-orders with me, buddy. Hey, speaking of Ronnie Trickshot. Dear Father Christmas. Haven't heard that in a while. I hope you don't mind me calling you Father Christmas. No, it's perfectly fine. Because my dad says that your Aussie name and Australia is starting to do too much American stuff, like Halloween. And he reckons it's rubbish, and all my friends have started calling you Santa, but Dad says your real name is Father Christmas. I'll take both. It is cold in the North Pole. It's really hot here. The other day we got sent home from school early because my classroom doesn't have air conditioning. And the temperature got to 73 degrees Fahrenheit, or Celsius. That's hot. I was upset because I like playing cricket with my friends at lunch time. And there are only a couple more days left before Christmas holiday. It's okay though, because my friend Damo lives around the corner from me, and sometimes I can play cricket with him in their driveway if his mom doesn't park the Holden there. Anyways, I am writing to ask very nicely for 2 things for Christmas. I have tried to be good this year. I'm sorry that my brother and I were throwing stones on our next door neighbor's roof. That was very naughty. That was only once, and he's a grumpy bugger. So if it's okay, can you please get me a G.I. Joe Night Viper? Nikki and Sam from down the road have got him, and I really like him. I promise to look after him. I'd also like a Super Soaker too. One as big as you can find. My brother and I like having water fights, but not on the grass, because last time we did that, I stepped on a bee and my whole leg swelled up like a big balloon. And Dad had to take me to the doctors. Thank you very much, Aaron, Ronnie Trickshot. Aaron, I'll see what I can do. So, dear Santa, I have been a really good boy this year, and I have tried to make my family happy. So I hope I'm up on the nice list that you are. You see, me when I'm awake and asleep. So it's your choice if I'm on the nice list or not. But I better be on the nice list this year. I wish for a trampoline, some wrestling figures, for the world to get better. You can do anything if you're Santa Claus. So I want this world to get better, and an Xbox, please. Also, Santa, I'm sorry for breaking my parents' remote that time. I was angry that they wouldn't let me watch SpongeBob. Oh. But I'm a better person, and I am good now. So please forgive me and have a good day, Santa. From Aiden. Jesus is King. You're very welcome, Aiden. And thank you for the nice letter.
Yes. Very nice.
And Ronnie Trickshot, you're very welcome. Dear Santa, it's your pal, Mate Mylar here. Well, mate, I haven't talked to you in a very long time. I hope you've been good enough to get a visit from you this year. All my friends want video games for Christmas, but not me. What I'd really like is a G.I. Joe Phantom X-19. It's so neat. We all want that, son. It's got working landing gear, slide-out lasers, missiles, rockets, and even comes with a pilot, but I forget his name. I can't remember it either.
Slipstream?
I think he's Ghost Rider.
Is it the Conquest?
Phantom X-19. the
Slipstream
stealth-
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
That's why he forgets his name.
Right.
My parents say the big G.I. Joe vehicles are too expensive, so I really hope you can help them out this year. Oh, I almost forgot. Please bring enough red and blue lasers for everyone, and even Cobra fan, so we can all continue to play together. Thank you, Santa. Make Mylar, age 8. Thank you,
Nice.
mate.
Very nice. Looking out for Cobra too.
Oh,
Yep.
There's a second page. Holy moly. Full disclosure, this is my first letter to Santa. Not super sure about the format, so I hope this works. I wrote it as if it were 88 again when I was 8. That's actually what I asked for. In my complete shock, surprise, and utter glee, my folks came through. Santa, wink. And I got an X-19 that year, the first and only big vehicle in my collection until I became an adult. You're very welcome, mate. I hope you enjoyed that.
Me too.
Okay, here's another 2-pager. Whew. 3-pager. Holy moly. Pull up a chair, boys. It's going to be a minute.
I'm already sitting.
Dear Father Christmas. That's me. I hope that you have had a good year. I've been as good as I could be. I did well in school and listened to my parents. I was kind to my brother and my sisters. I was a good friend. Here is my list. G.I. Joe. The Cobra Terradrome. I asked for this last year, but I guess you were too busy to bring it. I hope this year I can get one. The Mobile Command Center. I love the way it folds out. Tunnel Rat. Lieutenant Falcon. Jinx. Sergeant Slaughter. Law and Order. Cobra Commander. The one in the battle silver armor. I know that one. I still don't own a Cobra Commander, so I'd like at least one main baddie. Lego. Age 2. Black Monarch's Castle, 6085. I need a bad guy castle, and this one looks cool. Transformers, Snapdragon, Scorponok. That's all, Father Christmas. I hope I can get some of these gifts this Christmas. Thanks again, Hans. Hans Chow.
Nice. Nice.
And the 3rd page. So here's some history. I got the Jinx, Tunnel Rat, Sergeant Slaughter, and the Law and Order. Aside from those, I didn't get anything else, but in my mind, the things I did get remain pristine and perfect as toys. The Terradrome remains my one true grail, and will probably remain that way forever. It was fun writing to Santa, whether I got what I was wanting, what I was asking for or not. In a world where you're small, innocent, and don't really understand money yet, it was a way for children to enact some kind of power over their world, and that's very important. Thanks for inviting me on this little trip down memory lane.
Very nice.
Very welcome, Hans. He is an upstanding guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's awesome.
Yes. So here's the next one. Dear Santa, how are you and the reindeer? I've been pretty good this year. Well, as good as I can be. I'd love to get a G.I. Joe headquarters this year. If you can't get me that, other ideas would be a Cobra Ferret, Kenner Star Wars TIE Fighter, or Snow Speeder. If there's room in my stocking, a G.I. Joe Starduster figure would be great. Love, Steve, aka G.I. Jokers.
Nice.
Yes.
You know, I heard they're working on a Starduster for classified.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Then
It'd be the only one I'd ever have because I'm not dropping $200-$300 on it.
I wouldn't have to find kids' vintage figures in. Dear Santa, it's been 7 long years, and every Christmas I wait in a line full of crybabies and delusional, self-centered brats. I sit on your lap, look you dead in the eyes, and simply request a Snoopy snow cone machine. It's just me and you, because I would be the laughing stock of the neighborhood if my buddies found out all I wanted was shaved ice from Joe Cool. I'm merely 10 years old on this planet, and already you're making me feel like Sisyphus rolling his request uphill with no real payoffs in sight. I mean, I've done the research in JCPenney catalog, and Snoopy is cheaper than a combination of nuts, Florida oranges, and Old Spice cologne. So you shove into my stocking every year. Seriously, Old Spice, I'm 10, not a hobo covering the stench of sweat, cigarette burnt butts, and last garbage I can rummage through. I'm the only 10-year-old that can actually sympathize with Charlie Brown. And I'm sure he still gets a snow cone from his pet beagle. If shaved ice is too tall of an order, score me a G.I. Joe Defiant space station. Sincerely, disenfranchised Jeremy Jordan. Jeremy, we might have to fix this.
Yeah, I was at Lost and Found Toys not even 2 weeks ago, and they have one of those snow cone makers. It might be sold now. I don't know.
And this is the last one. It's a 2-pager. Lord help me. Dear Santa, the last time we talked ended badly. I want to apologize for that slight misunderstanding. I did not know those deers were yours in my yard. But they were tasty. I remember this. I would like to ask for what I asked for back in '86. 11-year-old Eric didn't know what he was doing when he changed his mind from the killer whale to the dragonfly. Plus, I would also like the Death Star playset and the Dagobah playset. I asked Brett, my brother, if he was going to write to you, and he said no because he's a fuddy-duddy. So can you please give him Joe Green's jersey and a Stomper truck? Plus, please stop leaving the chocolate-covered raisins in the yard. Son, those are not chocolate-covered raisins. But after the interaction we had, you will never stop getting the chocolate-covered raisins. And can you please bring Shannon a late model car? She has been very good this year, and she'd be very happy to have one. I could see her driving it back and forth to work now. But thanks, Eric Hillbilly Harper. Eric, I have to say, you're still on the naughty list. That's all the letters I have.
You know, those are some really good letters.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
A lot of thoughtful letters. You know, you taking time,
Yes.
putting some thoughts into
Yeah.
them, and you know, I love to hear that.
I do too.
So, with the letters out of the way, which they were great,
Mhm.
what were, you know, some of your favorite childhood Christmas memories of, like me and my brother? There's like a year between us, and we used to game plan what we wanted for Christmas. Like when it was Star Wars, we would talk it over. I would ask for, you know, all the Empire stuff I wanted. He would ask for all the Rebel stuff, and that's how we would get our Christmas the way we wanted. And our parents were amazing. We didn't have a lot of money, but they always made Christmas a special occasion. So we used to game plan like that. And one of my favorite, back when it's probably getting too old for toys, you know, what people would say. So I got this box that I just knew was going to be a sweater. I opened it up and I had like 10 carded G.I. Joe figures in there for me to rip into. So I love the fact that my parents did not push me to stop collecting or playing with toys. They wanted me to be a kid as long as I could be, because when you have to start adulting, it's not the same. And I always try to push that for my kids too. But I guess what I'm saying is, don't ever be in a rush to grow up. I'm 51 years old. I'm 12 in here and in here. You guys have any childhood Christmas memories?
I'll let Matt go.
Well, I can remember one year, of course, not G.I. Joe or anything, but I thought it was really cool. I think one year I got all four, not just one, all four of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
impressive.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. But
you know, I seen a live stream one time where this guy, he has an OCD issue to where if he goes into a store and they have one each of all four turtles, he has to buy them. If he just has, even if he's got them, he has to buy them if they have all four. I was
that's a
loving
little
it.
excessive.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, it's a good story. I like it.
Yeah, I know most of the time, any if it was a big toy or so, it had to be something that it was always for me and my brother to share. So a lot of
Mr.
times,
Ronnie,
go ahead.
I was going to say,
Oh, you're
Mr. Ronnie, Eric is out Christmas shopping with his lovely wife today. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
Yeah. So a lot of times, a lot of the big items. I remember one year we got a Sega Genesis. That was our big item. Yeah, it was always something that was going to be shared, but that was fine. It was
Yeah.
It's just the way our family dynamic was as far as the income was.
Is that somebody calling the
So-
North Pole?
Yes, the elves got it. It's the hotline.
Nice. Probably wants a flag.
Yeah. The elves are like Viking shipbuilders right now, out there just slinging away. So
Yeah, getting
I
them
remember,
last minute toys in.
Yeah.
yes,
Putting those
I
deck clips in.
Yep. You know how hard those things are to get on my bag? The
Or
full.
get down a chimney.
Hell
Yes. Whew.
I know I can barely fit in the back of a Kona. And that was
Getting
in
it in the
pieces.
chimneys. And some of these people just have little smoke pipes or chimney pipes for their furnaces.
Yeah,
Come on, people, you're killing me.
just gotta use magic.
So I remember little Eric one year for Christmas wrote a letter to me that he wanted a Tauntaun. And he got his Tauntaun. And I remember watching from a distance. I wasn't stalking. I'm not a stalker. I know where you're at all times. He threw his coat and his shoes on, and he put his Bespin Luke in the Tauntaun and went out and played in the snow around his trailer. And he was happy until he got cold and he ran back inside.
Now, was it the Tauntaun with the split belly?
No, solid belly.
Solid belly.
He had a good taste in toys. And the same Christmas he got a Stomper truck. And he thought it would be fun to run it through his mom's hair. He lost his Stomper truck. He eventually got it back there.
Yeah, I don't know. As a kid, I loved Christmas. Obviously, when I was really young, it was just about the gifts. As I get older, I realize what it's about.
Yes.
And mostly because I have, started having kids myself. So my wife, she's all about getting them clothes, and I was always about getting them toys. Even years where we didn't have a lot of money because of, being laid off one job, having to start another one that doesn't pay as well. I remember one year they had it's going to be embarrassing for me because I always try to work hard. But a friend of ours worked at a Burger King, and it was the year they had all those Pokemon toys on their meals. And they gave us a bunch of those for their stocking stuffers, and the kids loved it. And they were little, they loved Pokemon. But I always try to make Christmas memorable for them.
Yep.
Because I loved it when I was a kid. And now, this time next year, I'll have a granddaughter. And I will spoil the crap out of her. I've already got a bunch of nerdy little books to read to her, like the little golden books. I've got Star Trek, Doctor Who, Dungeons and Dragons. I will read them all to her.
Well done.
I got the Harry Potter illustrated books. I will read those to her.
Don't forget Lord of the Rings.
I like the movies. The books were horrible.
Somebody else is getting cold this year and they're stalking.
I don't need 21 pages telling me what a button on a shirt looks like. Okay. Streamline it. A lot of it was great. A lot of it was repetitive, unnecessary. Story was great.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of areas in the book where there was a lot of time spent on details.
Yeah.
But you think, though, too, that was it back in the 40s or 50s when that book, when the story was originally written?
Maybe 50s, maybe.
It was shortly after World War II, I think.
Right, yeah, because around the same time as The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, right? Those books were coming out at the same time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure C.S. Lewis and Tolkien actually did a lot of corresponding between each other.
Right, they were part of like a writing group.
They're very good friends.
Yeah.
Tolkien is actually who led C.S. Lewis to Christ. So I'm a Tolkien nerd.
Yeah.
Santa loves his elves.
After the show, I'll tell you a story about Tolkien.
Okay. And yes, Ronnie, Rudolph is going to be jacked after hauling all them flags. You know,
Flags, Terradromes, Defiance.
yes.
You know, one of my favorite, and I don't mean to like talk over anybody, but I love Christmas morning when the memes start with the, well, year 38, waking up with no flag. I
Yes.
love that. Because, you know, they're still thinking about it. Flags are coming down in price. Watch for them.
I will talk to Sprinkles the elf about getting little Erica flag this year.
You should. Yeah. Eric's been a good boy. I just got my last gift purchased. My wife paid for it actually. It's a little pre-order. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say what it is yet.
Yeah, probably better to not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say what it is yet, but I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to get in on it early. And but when I do have them in hand, there will be pictures.
You got a Vanguard.
2 of them. I got 2 of them. Actually, for the price, I mean, he could have charged more. Honestly.
Yeah, I think
Uncle Bobby, if you're watching, we could use some Action Force figures to talk about on here.
You know, I don't do Valverse because the price point of adding another line to what I already collect. I already collect way too much stuff. You can ask my wife. She's very supportive, but I see the eye rolls. I'm not immune to it. But if I could, they are some nice figures. I would honestly. I did get the Hasbro Steel, or what are they calling them?
Steel Core.
Steel Core. Those figures are trash next to the Steel Brigade figures Valverse has. And I don't say that lightly. I rarely have an issue, besides the bendy guns and all that from Classified. I think they've been putting out some quality figures, except for the glasses won't stay on my buzzer, which kind of upsets me. No matter how I try to tighten them, they will not stay.
I think Gridiron has made a pair.
Yeah. And I'm also excited Gridiron's coming to Joe Fest.
Yes.
That's probably where a third or half of my fun will go when we're at Joe Fest. Them and Marauders. I'm sorry. Marauders is awesome.
Yes.
But I did finally receive, I don't know if you can see it or not.
Ooh.
Shockwave.
My Shockwave. I haven't opened them yet. Thanks. I haven't opened it yet because I've been busy. But I got 3 days off, so we'll see what happens. I've been impressed with all my recent Classified pickups, except for the Steel Core.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, if I have one regret, it's buying that 2-pack. And I mean, that's not bad for as many Classified figures as I have. They all can't be winners.
True.
That's not
Yeah,
a stab. Yeah, it's not a stab at Hasbro. It's just compared to the Valverse Steel Brigade. No, they're not even close. I'm sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
You're good. I kind of cheated and opened up an early Christmas gift as well. Fortunately, I didn't pick that Christmas gift up at Walmart, because Walmart had several of them. But I got a Shipwreck.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Classified.
Yeah. It was either that or Torpedo. I was like, which one should I get them? But I know Shipwreck's your favorite, Joe. So
yeah,
it
was a couple weeks ago. I was at Walmart, almost picked one up because I had 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I got that off Amazon for $19. It was a deal.
It's always a deal.
Yeah, looking forward to Christmas
that's
this year.
all I've got so far.
I don't know what's under my tree right now. I know I didn't order, but I asked. I'm the type of guy that wants to make shopping for me easy. So I start sending out lists and links 2 months before Christmas, you know. I want to make it easy on my family. So there was a ton of Doctor Who stuff on there. So let's see what I get. Maybe next week we'll know.
I always hate asking people what they want, and I don't know.
Yeah. Please don't make me guess because you might not like it.
Yes.
I have to ask my wife. I had her, I don't think she watches, so I can say it. I was like, send me a list of 5, 6, 7 things you want, and I could pick from it. So she sent me links to 5 or 6 things. I just ordered all of them. So I know she gets what she wants.
That's a good husband.
Well, she's a good wife, so you got to take care of them.
Yep.
She's the one that actually paid for that thing I can't talk about. So. But maybe next week.
If I remember right, that was your final Christmas.
That was my final Christmas gift. But to be fair, I did let her get a Cricut with a press, so she's going to make us shirts.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. We haven't had a new shirt in a while.
No.
So Winterfest is coming up. I know it's after Christmas. So just let everybody know that I will be there both the preview night and all day on Saturday. Me and my wife's actually going to stay the whole weekend. Come home on Sunday.
I may be there incognito.
You can dress up like Eric.
Maybe.
Nobody will know.
I know I'm going to do my best to be there at least Saturday. I don't know. Friday, I don't know if I'll be able to make that one, but I'm going to try.
Yeah, I'm going to take that. I got one more vacation day and I'm going to take it that day, Friday. So.
As of yesterday, Eric started a 11-day vacation from work.
I'm jealous.
Aren't we all?
My last big vacation was 6 months, so I didn't miss it at all. When I was finally able to get up, I went toy shopping every day. It was rough. But yeah, I feel like it's winding down. I really want to thank Anything Joe's and Ronnie Trickshot and Sprinkles for watching us live.
Mm-hmm.
If we just had a couple of you, it means the world to me.
This has been fun.
Yes, it is a nice start. Who knows? May do more lives. It might pick up, or it might just stay a few people. I mean, as long as somebody enjoys it, I love doing it. The live streams are fun. I love interaction. You get to know more people. This community is a good community. You just got to get out there and meet them.
Yep.
You guys got anything else you want to say?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, it was it's fun.
Yeah, live stream's so much fun. Especially when you get on one of those live streams that they have like 100 people in the chat. Thank you,
Merry
Ronnie.
Christmas
It really
to
means
you
a
too.
lot. And I'm still waiting for that airborne picture, Ronnie. Did I miss it?
But yeah, it was fun. That was really fun hearing those letters.
Oh yeah, people. I mean, starting off with Steve, that was awesome. I mean, a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones. Whoa!
Look at that! Look at that!
Hey,
Hey, you missed Santa.
What did I miss?
You missed Santa. He was
What?
reading letters. He read yours.
Yep.
Did he say if I was going to get anything?
He said for what you did to his reindeer. No.
They were tasty.
Oh,
His work.
I might have-
He just needs to remember
been-
one thing. He needs to remember that Rudolph will always be safe because anything that glows is radioactive.
Can't wait for that, Ronnie.
Yes. I got Airborne pre-ordered.
Oh yeah, you said that. I
I
think it's gonna be a great figure.
I pre-ordered him and oh shoot, who was the other one I pre-ordered? It's from
Vanguard?
Operation who?
The Vanguard.
No, I want to. Donner Party from Operation Monster Force.
Yes.
He looks amazing.
I've thought about getting that one.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'm sorry I'm so late.
It's all right. And so I did see where the art of G.I. Joe starting to ship. The Omnibus that Carson put together. So I am awaiting that one. That's going to be amazing. I mean, what we saw at Joe Fest alone, that looks heavy. It's got a lot of stuff to it.
It'll be
I
good.
can't wait. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love that art. It's so good. That and would you say what's that? Strike Force Alpha? That's out.
Strike Force Alpha, yeah.
Now that's pre-order or is it out?
They're out. You can
Okay.
get them through their website and or go to their Instagram page and click on their links and you can get it through there. I've been eyeballing them and I'd like to order all of them, but I can't afford all of them. So I'm trying to narrow down what one I really, really want.
So yeah, I kind of want that Donner Party figure you were talking about. That does
Mhm.
look really good. And that Valaverse figure you showed me that one time, is that on this
Blowback.
pre-order?
Yeah, it's up for pre-sale. They'll
Pre-sale?
be in January.
What's
And
that
then
running?
$41 because it's deluxe.
Yeah.
But the regular figures have went down in price.
Yeah, he said that they were coming down because he was able to get, past the savings on.
Yeah. I'm
So,
wanting to
that's
say
nice.
like they're in the 20s now. So
Yeah. I mean,
But
and every little bit helps,
Yeah.
it's just going to make the line stronger.
yeah, if I can sneak at either the blowback or the tracer swarm tracer figure past my wife, I might do that. The
Yeah,
swarm tracer glows in the dark.
I'm going to have to live with the 2 60th anniversary pre-orders from G.I. Joe.
Hmm.
The seal, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
I think Matt even pre-ordered that.
Yeah, the Recon Diver.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I got the other 60th anniversary. I think he looks good too. I think I went 50% on all those. This is
Same
8
man.
months of not shaving.
This is 30 years in the making, or 30 years in the making. It took me 30 years to be able to grow a beard.
I can't grow a good beard. See this? It's all patchy. So I just grow this out.
Well, originally, this right here was red. And then,
Yeah,
I think-
red's usually the first to go white.
yeah. So, and then I think Mrs. Harper, Mrs. Hillbilly, made it go gray. And then she calls this also.
It's happening.
Yep. So, did I miss anything big other than Santa? Which I really wish I wouldn't have missed Santa.
Some great comments from Ronnie.
Yeah.
A little interaction here and there. I would like to do more of these, even
Yes.
with just a couple people on it. It's still fun. I have a great time. I love the interaction. I feel you, Ronnie.
Hey, Larry, see you there in the comments. Merry Christmas, brother.
Oh man.
Hey,
Well,
Larry.
Christmas shopping today. Ouch.
Yeah. Take
So you don't want to hang out after this and go to the antique mall with me, Matt?
Yeah, Christmas shopping on today. I've been there before. Luckily this year I don't have to worry about it, but it is rough. Best of luck to you.
Merry Christmas, Larry.
we
Merry
went
Christmas.
last night and fished up, and I threatened to take my home lobotomy kit with me. and oh, it was a mess. I hate this time of the year, Christmas shopping. Ugh.
Yeah, I want to go to the antique mall. That's for about 15 minutes from here because they got a lot of vintage figures that I think Casey needs stocking stuffers.
So Casey's got an amazing backdrop. And I thought I'd be like Casey today. So there's part of mine.
Nice.
I can't see the rest of them because I'm in the way. But
My backdrop, not a lot of people would care about, but I love it. This is all my Doctor Who right here.
mhm.
And one of my favorite pieces, you can barely see it over my right shoulder, is my Audible interlude hat that they gave me 2 years ago at Jump Pass.
That's cool.
Those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I cannot
Before
wait
we-
for Joe Fest this year. Go ahead, Matt.
Before we close out, I know it was just recently announced, but I haven't heard anything. The McFarlane toys and Hasbro.
Mm-hmm.
I know for sure. I think I confirmed that they are going to do some Transformer stuff, and I'm sure they'll do GI Joe. But what I guess to keep the theme of what you'd wish for, is there a specific comic and page? Because I know they're doing the page punchers. They're only like
Right.
the 3-inch figure, maybe 4 points up to articulation, maybe
Yeah.
if that.
Yeah. Well, if I get those will stay on the card. They'll stay in the plastic. But there's 2 comics I would love to see done. And for the life of me, I cannot give you the number right now. But the one that has Quinn, Snake Eyes, and Dr. Venom,
That would be a good one.
they're trying to push Snake Eyes out of the plane. That issue, I'd like to have the figures with that. And the issue where they're at Snake Eyes cabin, and you got my favorite Airborne, Spirit, Fred. It's like a ambush for Snake Eyes up there. It was really good. Destro and Firefly. I know you couldn't put all those figures in there, but you know, pick who you like as long as Airborne's in it.
Well, I know most of the comics that they do on them page punchers usually only have one figure,
Right.
Yeah.
but they do have some that have two. I've got the Spawn number 1 that has a Spawn figure and a Redeemer figure.
Oh, nice.
But I would like to see them do their first 3-pack if they've never done it before. Like I said, I haven't followed them real close,
Yeah.
so I don't know what all they've done. But I want to see the one. I think was it issue 20? Is it 5? With the 3 Stalker, Tommy, and Classified Snake Eyes.
That would be good.
Yeah.
So that way I can put it right next to my still on the card 3-pack.
Yeah.
But since you brought those figures up, have you seen Tony Figg's customs of those?
I have.
Amazing.
They look really good.
He does the best work. I'd love to get him on the show sometime.
And
So if you're listening on replay, love to have you on.
have you seen what Super 7's leaked out?
Hey. Yes, and I'm excited for all 4 of those. What's up,
Yes.
Scuba?
Mr. Scuba Pete.
That would be.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
The hard and soft master, or maybe the blind master.
Yeah. Even
What
the
if you
Silent
put in-
Master.
What about Granny?
Yes. That would be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be good too, Ronnie.
Yeah, we'll see what
Yeah.
they do. Hopefully there'll be some announcements soon on what they're actually going to do if they haven't already come out.
Yeah.
Right. But what was the list on the O-rings again? There was
Snake
Sumbo
Eyes.
Duke.
Yeah. Snake Eyes from the comic. It showed him on the silent issue.
See you, Larry.
Right.
Careful, Larry. It showed the
See you,
cover of
Larry.
the silent issue, which got me all on Twitter. Because that's like my favorite G.I. Joe issue of all time.
Matt's got the best copy of that.
Signed.
Yeah,
It is.
it's on.
Sweet.
I'll send you a picture.
Cool.
And just FYI, Hama loved it.
Yeah.
I have mine graded. I think it graded at like a 5 or 6. Just graded low. But I'm going to take it.
That's quite a bit higher than what mine would grade.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I got to be honest though. The idea was kind of planted in my mind from Jason from Order of Battle. So
Yeah, but I mean, just the look on Hama's face, he was so pleased with that because he knew it was well loved, well read.
yeah.
I'll send you a picture of Larry Hama signing that comic as
Okay.
well.
Now,
Yeah.
Ronnie, I hope in those O-rings they're going to make that Remar a lot bigger than the other ones.
Yeah. Because he's supposed to be a brute.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like barbarian size,
Yeah.
and
So-
I would love to see the blonde cover girl. I mean,
Yeah.
I made my cover girl blonde.
So
Now-
if I go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
No,
No,
you
you're
go
good.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. You
Eric,
go.
you go, Eric.
So if I get the Ramar and Duke, I would have to do it into like maybe a diorama with Duke laying in 2 pieces.
I mean, we'd
Sorry.
have to do a diorama with the fight scenes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It screams for that.
Yeah. So sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
I was actually going to sidetrack it because just talking about some of these new figures coming out. unless somebody knows of a good place to order them, it's really starting to aggravate me because I've tried 2 different times, 2 different addresses to try to pre-order a couple of the Haya figure moderns,
Yeah.
and every time I get as soon as they get to checkout, I try to check out. It tells me they can't send it to my address or the address I put in.
Haven't sent to my address.
All right.
Have you tried Small Joe's? They have them.
Do they? Okay. I was trying. The main one I was trying to get was the Beachhead.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a good one.
But I did see that smalljoes.com has them for pre-sale, or pre-order. So you might check here.
I'll give that a shot.
And Matt, before you order any, I know I say it all the time, but Chad did a review of the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, which will break down how they're pretty much how they are. You might want to check that out before you spend the money.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if they're not the greatest, I probably leave it on the card anyways.
Yeah.
Right. No, and then you're fine. But I mean, they look amazing. Don't get me wrong.
No. Yeah, they look good. Well, I know to be hesitant about the Haya toys because I remember when I was looking at the those mechs they made. Joel, he was from Order of Battle. I hit him up first, asked him about the quality, and he was saying they were kind of sketchy on some of the, especially the earlier ones. He wasn't sure about the most recent at the time. So on the card,
right? And you know what? It'd probably look amazing on a card. I would say I open 98% of the stuff I get. If some of my stuff's still in the box, it's just because I haven't got to it yet. Like I got, and I don't care for the show anymore, but I used to love it. All these Critical Role figures.
yeah.
Season 1, amazing. Season 2 was good till about episode 90. Season 3, unlistenable. My opinion. But I got these. They were going for 30 something. I think I paid 10 for this off Amazon. And one of them I paid $7 for. So, and only reason why they're still in the box is because I just haven't had time to open them. I love fantasy, and Legends of Vox Machina was a great story. That's back when they had fun doing it. Back before it was a job.
Yeah, I think you can kind of see it if you watch the show. That it definitely started becoming more of a job, and they started. I think you could see that they started treating it more like a business and as a job
instead of fun.
Yeah,
which is why I like doing this with you guys, because that's all this is fun. It's never going to be a job. We work jobs to be able to do stuff like this.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say. I don't know. Usually my stuff stays in the package, but
you better open that shipwreck.
I was planning on opening the shipwreck.
All right. Because when I give toys, I want them opened.
Now, I told you I opened up that Commando Snake Eyes and Timber I had, and then
yes.
Crocmaster.
Yep.
I actually opened those up.
I got the special Dritz Duerden with Guinevere. I opened them up, and she's awesome.
I'm actually thinking about opening up my All Striker Bumblebee and Stalker.
That would be cool.
I have the Stalker. I don't have Bumblebee. A friend of mine sent me the Stalker. He doesn't do O-rings.
I kind of.
He sent me the Baroness too.
I wouldn't mind getting the Shockwave with Zartan and with Zorana.
Now, what is the what's it turned into?
Rolling Thunder or not? Right. No.
I know what you're talking about.
Thunder Machine.
Thunder Machine, yes.
Yeah.
I love my Thunder Machine. I don't know why I couldn't remember the name. But one of these, I'm just going to go off on tangent, but I can't put up any more figures until they replace my window over here. So it's driving me nuts that they're all laying down. But once that's done, I might need you to come over, and we're gonna have to redo how my flag is because I can't get to anything behind it.
So,
I think we're gonna have it coming out at me.
ooh. So a friend of mine that I met at Classic Plastic, he works at Stan Solo Creations, and his name's John Kelly, and he sent me pictures of what he's doing to his flag. He's building out of wood an entire, like, the guts of it, the underneath, like
Mhm.
portholes, like doorways, and he's 3D printing like the things that goes around the doorways. I don't know what they're called. I apologize. I'm not a shipbuilder. We need somebody here, some elves here to build the ship for. But he's doing all this, and he's making like a computer station and everything. So I told him that whenever he gets it done, to send me pictures, and the pictures he sent so far is amazing.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, unless anybody's got anything else, it seems like it's a pretty good time to call our first live stream to an end.
Yep.
Anybody who's still here and anybody who watches the replay, please have a Merry Christmas. Be safe.
Yep.
I hope you all get your flags, your terror drones, and honestly, I hope you all stay healthy for it.
I wish I'd been here for more of it.
Well, we had a good fill in.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, yeah. Now, thanks for Ronnie Trickshot being in from the beginning.
Yeah.
He was
Scuba Pete coming
Scuba
in.
Pete jumping in.
Yep.
We had Anything Joe's pop in.
Yeah. Larry was here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I truly enjoyed it. You guys helped make this a fun first live stream, and hopefully
Yeah.
there will be more in the future.
This has
Because
been
honestly,
fun.
it's not any different than when we record. We don't edit anyway, so might as well go live.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
This has
With
been
all that
fun.
being said, please everybody be careful. Have a safe holiday. Merry
Yep.
Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas.
everybody.
God bless everybody.